The man noticed his body was starting to fade away. He had been waiting for this exact moment for 10 long years. Just then, his wife walked in and witnessed the impossible scene. She screamed his name in a panic, but she couldn't stop him from vanishing into thin air. At first, she thought she was having a hallucination. It wasn't until she found the USB drive he left behind and saw what was on it that she realized, with crushing regret, his disappearance was all her fault. You see, this man actually came from a parallel world. In that other world, his wife and daughter had both been killed in a tragic car accident. While he was consumed by grief and despair, the god of time appeared and offered him a deal. The deal was simple. He would travel to this parallel world and stay with a billionaire and her child for 10 years. As long as he obeyed their every demand without question, his original wife and daughter would be brought back to life. And so, the man crossed over to this world. As luck would have it, the billionaire was looking for a father figure for her child at that very time. She signed a 10-year marriage contract with him on the spot. The man knew the only person in his new wife's heart was her first love, who had moved abroad, but he didn't care. Instead, he devoted every waking moment to taking care of the mother and daughter for the next decade. However, his devotion only convinced everyone that he was hopelessly in love with his wife. They constantly looked for new ways to test his loyalty. Over time, the wife and daughter became increasingly arrogant and entitled. Even the daughter he had raised with his own hands never once saw him as a father. She treated him like a common servant, bossing him around whenever she felt like it. Deeply disappointed, the man reminded himself he only had 6 days left before returning to his world, so he chose to let the grievances go. But that's when the wife's first love unexpectedly returned. The mother and daughter welcomed him into their home, as if he were the true master of the house. However, they soon discovered that this first love wasn't nearly as perfect as they had imagined. By contrast, the man they treated like a servant had meticulously cared for every single detail of their lives. Naturally, the first love noticed this too. He became consumed by jealousy and sheer hatred because of it. One day, while the man was in the kitchen, the first love pretended to accidentally spill a basin of boiling water all over him. The man was severely scalded, but the mother and daughter acted as if they hadn't seen a thing. Their only concern was for the first love, who was faking an injury of his own. The first love even took the opportunity to lie, claiming the man had intentionally knocked the water over. Without even looking for the truth, the woman lashed out at the man, blaming him for the entire incident. Seeing this, the first love became even more arrogant and bold. The very next day, when he saw the daughter playing on her swing, he began to plot his next move.